Physics, GCSE, years 10, 11, 12 and 13 as well. You need this stuff if you're going to be doing A-levels as well as GCSEs or IGCSEs. Lesson 1. Speed. You watch your dad's speedometer as he's driving around town. Sometimes he's at 29 miles per hour because he doesn't want to get to 30. Not worth risking getting a fine or the police chasing you down and putting points on your license, and eventually when you've got enough points you can't drive anymore, so go 29 when you're in town. But out of town you can go much faster. On the motorways you can go 70 and elsewhere. When you've got the white circle with the black line across. No speed limit. Well, national speed limit, yes, 100 miles per hour. The police will still get you and stop you and take your license off you. And fine you as well. And breathalyze you just in case you have alcohol, because alcohol causes a lot of crashes. Make sure you've got your seatbelt on. It's only sensible. You've got a big brain. You've got to protect it. You don't want to be in a smart car when it crashes, because unfortunately, with very little crumple zone and very little space for the engine to go before it hits the protective cage around your body, it means that you stop very suddenly. That's okay for your skin, for your muscles, for your bones. Stopping suddenly, they can handle it. However, your brain is moving along at that 70 miles per hour when you hit the wall and go from 70 in a microsecond, because you're in a smart car. Bit of a badly named car there, rather ironically named. When you go from 70 in a microsecond, in a centimetre of distance to 0, your brain, going at 70, has to stop in that microsecond plus a little bit, because there is some fluid around inside your skull. And then your brain stops suddenly, and all the cells pop inside your brain. And you've got soup. That's why smart car drivers, when they're in a crash, they still look okay. Brains of soup. Hopefully they've got a donor card so they can do some use with their body that's no longer useful to them. Lung and heart transfers. If you've got a smart car, get a donor card so the hospital can make some use of you. But you're watching the needle as you're driving along, and it's changing. And then the physics teacher says, how much was your average speed? So what should you do? Take every speed that your speedometer was reading on your dad's car as you're driving along and give it 3 seconds on this speed and 1 second on this speed? No, that's going to take too long. So what you find out is the distance. Look at the tachometer. Little clicks round saying how far you've gone. The tachometer tells you the number of miles you've got. And your watch, smartphone, or smartwatch will tell you how much time it took. So you can get the average. Averaged out of all of those little changes of speed. To get the average speed. This doesn't help tell you whether or not you broke the speed limit, but it does get you the answers in a GCSE. Average speed is the total distance in miles divided by the total time in hours, giving you miles per hour, mph. That's the only time that m is used when it doesn't mean meters. mph means miles per hour. Per means divide. Miles divide by hours. So mph tells you the formula. Speed equals distance, miles, divide by time per hour. So, when in your physics exam, it has that ... mph. And you can see m, miles, per, divide, hours, time, in hours. Now, then you just need to know 60 minutes for an hour to convert backwards and forwards. You might also say meters per second, m/s, meters divide by seconds, or even ms-1, it means the same. There's always the distance divided by the time. Converting from meters per second to miles per hour, because it's such a hassle, isn't something you'll be expected to do in your GCSE or your A-level. That was lesson 1. GCSE, A-level,